Welcome to Foundations. We're the marriage architects, Mark and Heather. And whether you're newlyweds or celebrating decades together, we know there are still paths to discovering new dreams, vision, and purpose for your marriage. We can build a marriage blueprint for you. Just go to foundationsquiz.com or click the link in the show notes labeled quiz. God has incredible plans for your marriage. Join us today. Hey everyone, welcome to episode 16, and we are in a new location again. We are here in Denver, Colorado at the Parker's house, so thank you. It is great to be here, Mark. You and Liz are incredible hosts, and we've been having such a great time. We've got something really exciting to tell you, but when you're listening to this, it's going to be on the other side of the weekend. So the reason why I am in town in Denver, we have an exciting weekend coming up. Mark, tell us what we're doing.
So this is our 15th year of doing marriage retreats. We do them twice a year, spring and fall, in Beaver Creek, Colorado. It's right outside of Vail. If you haven't been to Colorado, you are missing it. It is an incredible mountain venue. We go usually to the Park Hyatt in Beaver Creek, and they host us. They're an amazing venue. Park Hyatt brand.
We suffer.
Oh,
we really suffer.
Totally.
And we don't even have any endorsements.
I know. I'm not even looking for that, but I probably should be by now.
Putting that out there.
Actually. Well, it's just a unique property. They only have a handful of these, maybe 30 of them in the world. And so we're fortunate here in Colorado. You're more than welcome to come and join us. There's information on our website of how to do that. You're always welcome to join us. And the next one's going to be May 1st, 2025. It's hard to believe that we're going to be starting our 16th year here pretty soon. So we're excited. We've got all kinds of last minute details that we're scrambling for as usual to get ready. I think we have about 15 couples coming. We cap it and limit it just because so we want to be special and unique, and we don't want to be missing opportunities to minister with people and to help them with their marriages. We want to keep it very personal and intimate. So come join us anytime you'd like. But you're going to hear, and sometimes I feel like I'm beating a drum, but that's okay because we do have a purpose in all of our podcasts. We want you to be inspired to dream. We want you to be inspired to have visions, right? We talk about not dreaming dumb. And I think that's important, right? God has given us the ability to dream. And when those dreams are God inspired, they are literally miraculous. And I use that word because it is life changing. So that's where our vision retreats is what we call them. They are founded on dreams and moving those to establish God's purpose for your marriage. We're excited. And we want you to be a part of everyone coming forward. Let us know if you'd like us to host them at your church or in your town. There's a lot of beautiful venues out there. We've done this in California. There's a lot of opportunities across the country. We're happy to even help host as well at your church.
When we want to bring a little bit of that experience to the podcast today, we want to talk to you a little bit about, in the last several episodes, we've brought our magazine to life by talking about dreams, vision, and purpose, and really focusing on those things. And Mark, I'm so excited about this weekend because the way you and Liz have set it up over many years, the life change that happens, because if you're listening to us, you might have a great marriage and you found us and you're encouraged by what we say, and that is exciting. Or maybe you're like, I love my spouse. I know that God has more for us. Maybe we're stuck.
That's always the case. And the stuck piece may be 5 minutes, or maybe
a season,
maybe longer, a week or a month. Well, that's okay.
Yeah.
And we're all there. It's just important not to stay there, right? And so I think it's always evolving and always changing.
And even if they feel like they're really broken right now and they can't even talk, or there is a place where their marriage really needs some rescue and some healing in their marriage, keep listening, because when we talk about retreats and we talk about how what you and Liz bring. You bring experiences, and this is what you and Liz have refined. And it's really, in my decades of counseling and just experience with helping people, that's what we do best. You and Liz, and what I do is sitting with people and hearing where you're at, and then prescribing, giving that solution and giving that direction forward, because you might not have. I have to wear readers. I'm putting them on, and the reflection is terrible in the window right now. But to see, I need help. I need something to give me that perspective.
We can put them on together.
Oh, yeah. You got very nice ones. Right?
Well,
I've already smudged mine.
I know
As
about
my
that.
pet peeve is having smudge.
They're $20. They're cheap. But they work.
They're very, if you can't see Mark, he's very sassy with those. Yes, you look like an
Hopefully they
architect.
will be able to see us. And we're working on our YouTube channel and getting all these out there as well, and excited to keep moving in that sense. And that's what it's really about. You hear us talk about.
Oh.
Oh.
I'm just thinking. I just want to, I know.
Well, that's fine.
Hold that thought.
Well,
this is so almost like marriage, right? Because
getting interrupted in the middle of the fun.
Getting interrupted. Have you not noticed that we are not technical? We probably have background sound. Our lighting is off. I cannot tell you.
This is doing great.
Yay. But it's not our strongest, and we're not pretending we have that.
No.
We are just authentically here to bring you what we know we've been given by God to help others, and to bring the good news into your broken marriage, or your marriage that needs new life and direction.
Yeah.
And so in that, whether it's through the retreats or through the website at themarriagearchitects.co, you can go and get resources and hear us talk about. There's a video there where you hear us really dig into those steps to get out of where you may feel stuck. So you might not be able to come to the retreat with us, but you can get out of being stuck. You can start making those choices. So I was just wanting to add that to the conversation of knowing what you do well and what you don't, and where you need the help with perspective.
To piggyback off of that, I think what's important, you talked about this a little bit, is it really doesn't matter. So when you look at our coursework and our website, it really doesn't matter, like this introductory video to our coursework. We have couples that are going through it that have great marriages, and they just want to improve off that. And quite frankly, I think that should always be our goal, right? A vision for my marriage. I don't know what I don't know. So I'm always looking at other marriages and going, okay, that's cool what they do. And people, right, we graduated with, there's other couples out there that are doing marriage things that is cool and unique to the kingdom. And that builds strength and confidence in me. I just attended a pastor's conference. I had an opportunity to speak real briefly and encourage some folks. And I left being super encouraged and learning new things. So I don't want to compare my marriage. It's unique. It's God designed. God brought Liz and I together for our purpose as a couple. So I'm not comparing, but I do see things that other couples do. Even John. Absolutely. And I go, I want to do that. That's cool. And you get tired of being stuck. You get tired of doing, I do, the same old stuff. And, the stuff that Liz and I did 20 years ago to work on our marriage doesn't even apply anymore. So you have to keep looking for opportunities to grow.
Yes. And that's kingdom focus.
Totally. So regarding our video, in that sense, no matter where you're at, you're going to find that opportunity in our coursework to grow your marriage. So, and some of you may be saying, look, I can't even talk to my spouse right now. And it's a tough time for us. You still have a home with us. That's okay. We can help navigate through that. We start from the beginning. We start with basics, but we don't take anything for granted. We want you to know everything that we know and more, and we want to give those resources to you. So I don't think there's much like it out there that I've seen, and especially bringing in the therapeutic and clinical expertise that we both have had and bring to the table as well.
I love it so much because it involves all of my favorite things: style, beauty from ashes, helping people, And whether it's actual interior design, we're sitting in Mark's beautiful home, but then we parallel that to the experience of marriage and relationships. And it's always moving. Like, you don't have to be stuck.
No, that's not what God has intended. His commandments are, we know that we're to be overcomers, right? We are to overcome obstacles in this world. And that's not just what's out in front of you as far as a job or a career. That's in your house. That could be a relationship that's just gone sour. And the cool news about that, I don't want to leave you with the thought that sounds burdensome, because God then says, Jesus says, as overcomers, I'm here. I'm giving you all the tools and resources. I've got those answers for you. You just got to reach out and use them, which again is why we're back to purpose, right? Knowing God's purpose, you're going to have those answers. May not be right away, may take some time. And I don't have all those answers to why that may be the case. Sometimes it comes quickly, sometimes it takes a little bit of work. But again, anything worth having is worth working for. It's just that simple.
And it's being consistent.
Absolutely.
So knowing that purpose and being consistent for us as leaders, you have to lead yourself to even love your spouse. That's one of our tools that we have to know yourself. And to build that relationship together is critical. It's why we want to reach out to you to say you're not alone. Don't believe the lie that you're the only one struggling in your marriage. Mark and Liz have led their marriage ministries at their church for a long time. And you guys have been doing this and preparing and planning these retreats twice a year for 15 years or so. And we're
bringing our marriage ministries for 25 since
we were married. You started. Who says you can't, right?
The year after, exactly. So
you were like, end up in near a year.
Yeah, we were.
We're going to bring this
brand new at it, and like probably a lot of young people out there, I had a brand new degree that was shiny as well, and I thought,
you were counseling for about 5 years, or no, only a few years when you all were married.
Well, no, yeah, I had been doing pastoral counseling with the youth group that I led and parents and stuff like that. But then God gave me a vision. And several people spoke into that vision. You need to be better equipped. You've got a calling, at least. And for me, after praying about it, that equipping meant I got to get a degree.
Credentials and degrees.
Which I always dabbled with. I did all the psychology classes in my minor, and I made that my minor, and even with the business and accounting and finance, all that kind of stuff, it was important. I wanted to keep up with that. So, and here I am now, 100% full time.
How do you and Liz keep that fresh? Protect your marriage as you lead others in ministry, because that's a huge thing. We might be talking to some pastors and couples that are hurting themselves, but they're also leading other couples. And there's funny stories that I've even been here watching you and Liz in your preparations for the retreat this weekend, where there's been like a head-to-head standoff between Liz and Mark.
But you and John have never had any of those.
No, we don't. That's why I'm picking on them.
That's another podcast that we're going to get to as well. But yeah,
but I'm saying that
real.
That it's very real.
Yeah, very real. And I guess that's one reason that I enjoy doing the retreats, is because that's probably the biggest feedback we get from the men, is that they see that transparency and that the reality of that comes through. And so they just feel it's honest and real. Oh. But you know what, there's no time to pretend to be something different. And we've come through this season of leadership failures that let's be honest, I think the church has to figure out, okay, we need to be a little more real and transparent, because it's not working to do something else. Yeah. And eventually that reality is going to show up. It keeps our marriage kind of fresh. That transparency helps we learn from it.
You have the muscle and the strength that we all need in this world, in this life. The Lord doesn't want weak, fake, surface believers. He needs us to struggle and work out not only our faith, but our marriages. Right. And it's supposed to be that iron sharpening iron, clear away the dross. in our lives and in our relationships. And that's what we want to encourage you today. Don't be stuck. Don't feel like there's no hope. There's always hope. It's why we're getting ready to go literally climb the mountain, go up to Vail, this beautiful location with other couples, to say we are all in it. There is challenges in marriage, in our faith relationships, but that's where we find the beauty of the Lord, of our faith to grow, build that muscle that nothing in this world can destroy or steal or rob. And that's the beauty of what conflict should bring, is the strength of your marriage, is the strength of your relationship and your faith.
Totally. When you talk about building that muscle and keeping it real in that sense, I think that those are exciting times.
It blows past the faith.
It does. And the reason for me that they're exciting is because I'm very competitive. Like if you look at my StrengthsFinders profile, the competitive is
Have you noticed?
Is number one.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about that more because it's dead on. But that challenge then for me becomes something, okay, this conversation did not end well. And for Liz and I, usually it's because it didn't start well. And then both of us or one of us sometimes took the step to keep it going. But now that it's ended as bad as I can't stay there. And that's my competitive nature too. I got to move out of that zone because it doesn't feel good. You may be wired completely different and all, but again, like Heather said, there is hope because that's what Christ came to do. And if you leave with nothing else from today's podcast, just know that Christ came for one reason, and that is he is the light of the world. He is the hope that we all are looking for. And so no matter where you're at in your marriage, no matter how big or how little that may seem, that conversation for Liz and I probably was a little thing. Left there could easily be moving to something bigger.
Well, that's the proverb, the foxes that ruin the vine. It's always the straw on the camel's back, but it's building. So we want to stop that, whatever's progressing in your relationships that wants to build destruction. Mark, when you said, I'm competitive by my nature, that's a God-given gift.
Totally.
But you've had to flesh that out probably and work out. You said, but I've learned to use that to go back with Liz and to help us both win.
Right.
Because you brought that to the you brought your strength to the relationship.
Yeah, and I've done this in a lot of different relationships and in business and so on.
Yes, I've seen you do that.
Just because I'm like, okay, I've got to rein this in so that I'm in charge. Because
the enemy wants to use that for flesh, for just so you win. Pride. That's what I'm saying.
Totally.
To separate it, that you win over Liz, not use that competitive gift for the marriage to win. So Liz and you win, not just you and self.
The relationship wins.
The relationship.
And that's what's important because that's how we're wired, right? We're in a relationship
it could have gone the other way. It could have been just for you and then the conflict in the marriage.
On it at work or other relationships in life, it would be really easy to do that. And then you have left your spouse behind or...
That's a whole nother, like you said, podcast. We want to go into personalities because both Mark and I are trained in that, in what we do and how we help people learn.
Because they're there and they play a pivotal
You got to know your stuff.
You are your person. And that's great because that's exactly how God designed you. And he designed your spouse that way as well. But when you're married, the purpose and the plan becomes bigger. And it becomes about two, right? Two are one.
Okay.
And that becomes the purpose now. It's not about you.
Yes.
And if it is about you, is for a moment to help your spouse become better and lift your marriage.
For your own self-awareness.
Absolutely.
There's we're going to talk about this. We are so excited to get up to Vail and begin the retreat. We have a list of things to do.
Fall, too. So we got some
gorgeous wedding.
Beautiful colors that are going to be available to us. And then just fall in Colorado is amazing, as it is in many parts of the country, but we've got those mountains. Rocky Mountains, I'm telling you, they're hard to beat.
Absolutely. So I can't wait. And We're taking it on the road.
Podcast is on the road.
It is. And so you're going to be hearing from some of our greatest couples that we work with and that are part of this retreat for many years. And they have a lot to say to help us and you navigate
Absolutely.
and heal and restore and just build your marriage to the glory of God. And he has a lot to say for us. So thank you for joining us today. And we'll see you on our next episode.
Thank you for joining us on the Heal Your Christian Marriage podcast. We pray today's episode has brought you closer to God's vision for your marriage, and giving you practical tools to move forward in restoration and purpose.
If you'd like to learn more about our mission or explore our resources, I would like to invite you to come and listen to our free class, How to Heal Your Broken Marriage. And we talk about what we see as the real reasons why Christian marriages falter or fail completely, and what shifts you can make to change your marriage to a relationship that stands the test of time.
So no matter how difficult things might seem right now, you're going to learn how to ignite passion and discover intimacy, reimagine a vision for your marriage, and establish a new purpose, one that's built on your strengths and is God-focused.
And lastly, we'll talk about specific ways that we can connect and address the problems that you're having in your marriage and what we might be able to do to help you. If you would like to take us up on this, go to themarriagearchitects.co. That's themarriagearchitects.co. It's totally free. Until next time. Thanks for joining us at Foundations. Remember to take our quiz for your free marriage blueprint by clicking the link in the show notes. You can also check out our website at foundationsquiz.com.